Good afternoon, friends. I'm here at the Keystone LaGrange Library with my friend and fellow book lover, Luke. He is 10 years old and in the 4th grade and just finishing up the series, The Last Kids on Earth, which is the perfect because that is exactly what we are here to talk about. Ever since the monster apocalypse hit town, average 13-year-old Jack Sullivan has been living in the treehouse, which he's armed to the teeth with catapults and a moat, not to mention video games and an endless supply of Oreos and Mountain Dew, scavenged with abandoned stores, but Jack alone is no match for the hordes of zombies and winged wretches and vine thingies, and especially not for the eerily intelligent monsters known only as Blarg. So Jack built a team, his dorky best friend Quint, the reformed middle school bully Dirk, Jack's loyal best monster Rover, and Jack's crush June. With their help, Jack is going to slay Blarg, achieve the ultimate feat of apocalypse success, and be avenged no longer. Can he do it? Hi Luke, thank you so much for joining us. There are a few key themes in the first book, The Last Kids on Earth, which includes being brave, being vulnerable, and friendship. Can you tell me about a time that you were brave, Luke?
When I was 9 years old, I had to go to the hospital for testing all day. There was needles in my veins and I couldn't eat all day.
Whew. That's very brave. And Jack was very brave in our book, The Last Kids on Earth. I feel like this was a great series for the 2nd to 5th grade age. It's full of illustrations, which I would like to show you. In all of the books, you can see that it's got some great illustrations throughout it, which keep this age range very interested in it. And laugh out loud dialogue. It keeps the reader engrossed in the plot, turning the page and ready for the next book. Our first book in the series is The Last Kids on Earth, which is what we read. With 6 books in the series, and then there's a great standalone book, June's Wild Flight, which is right here. And you said that's the only book you haven't read so far?
Yes.
Before our interview, Luke and I talked a bit about what being vulnerable meant. Vulnerable is a hard word. That's a tough one. Jack, our main character, is an orphan. He's an orphan before the Great Apocalypse and still after. And he's out there alone without a family. That leaves him very vulnerable. But he prevails. In fact, he makes fighting zombies and monsters akin to playing a video game with levels and rewards. Pretty smart guy. What's your favorite video game right now, Luke?
Probably Among Us.
Among Us? I hear that's a very popular one right now. How would you classify this book, Luke? Is it serious? Is it scary? I mean, it has zombies and monsters in it after all. Or is it funny?
It's mostly funny. I would call it more of a comedy fiction.
What part was the funniest to you?
Quint, who is Jack's best friend, realized that Jack has a crush on June and teases Jack.
He teases him? Tell me about an important friendship in The Last Kid on Earth.
When Quint teams up with Jack to kick zombies and monsters' butts.
Who was a sidekick in your life?
My brothers are my sidekicks.
How many brothers do you have?
3.
3 brothers? You've got 3 good sidekicks. Tell me, Luke, after reading most of this series, would you want to watch the TV series, The Last Kids on Earth?
Probably.
Do you think it could be as good as the books?
No.
No, the books will always be better?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy school day to talk to me about this series. I can't wait for you to finish the last book in this series, The Skeleton Road. Let me see, I think I have it over here. Here it is. So you're almost done with this one?
Yes.
Not quite? which it came out this past September of this year. So have you had a favorite part so far in this book?
My favorite part was when